Right, Jill, we need to make sure we get this right. We've got to smash it today. We've got the TikTok queen with us on the show. Can you remember it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, good to go?
Yeah.
Right, let's do it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
This is Lionesses Down Under, connected by EE.
Hello and welcome back to Lionesses Down Under, connected by EE. Can you remember when Cinderella missed the ball? Well, this one never does. It's Mary Earps, everyone!
Woo, yeah! Nice. Mary, it's great to have you here. There's going to be plenty of puns, all right, from
Can't
Jill.
wait.
Don't you worry, you're used to them.
I miss them, to be honest.
Well, tonight is the time right now, all right? I'm telling you, all right? We're going to be chatting to Mary throughout the show, and you can get involved as well. How do you do that? Jump on the hashtag Lionesses Down Under. Any messages of support, any questions as well, please get in touch. We'll be getting them to Mary throughout the show.
Mary, just one day left till the last round of 16 game. Are you ready? Tell us you're ready.
Yeah, we're ready. We're looking forward to it. Obviously, it's crunch time now, so yeah, we're raring to go.
I love being able to talk to goalkeepers here on Lionesses Down Under because it's fascinating. I've been watching all of the inside training videos, the goalkeeper editions ones. They're my favourites, all right, because we had Ellie on the show last week and she said that she's having the time of her life. She's loving training in Australia. The sun's shining. She also let us in on Toxic Tuesdays about that. I mean, how about yourself? Talk to me. Are you enjoying it being here?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I think I'm really conscious of just trying to make the most of every day just generally, but I think, you know, you're at a World Cup, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And you just, every day I'd never want to take it for granted, just be grateful for everything you get.
Mary, 3 big performances from yourself. We've spoke about it a lot on Lionesses Down Under. I know you've been watching. Only 1 goal conceded. It was from the penalty spot, so it doesn't even count. You must be happy with how it's going.
Yeah, I think so far so good. Obviously, the most important thing is that we've been winning. Yeah. Definitely would have preferred the clean sheet against China because I think we deserved it, to be honest. But so is football. That's how life goes sometimes. But I think we're in a really good spot. And I'm just trying to enjoy every minute really because it's been great so far.
Well, we've definitely been enjoying it, and I've been enjoying it from behind some of the goals as well. So I've literally been watching your routine as you're walking out and getting yourself ready, stretching, staying focused and concentrating as well, especially when England are in possession. Talk to me about that. How difficult is that when you're not seeing maybe much of the ball, you're not called into action as much, but when you are, look at that. You're always ready to go.
It's a good pick, that. Don't know who took it, but it's a good one. I think it's obviously part of the job. It's hard, and obviously I think that we're obviously a great team, and our aim is always to possess the ball as much as possible, which hopefully means that I don't have to do very much. But it's international football. It's a very high level, and so you always have to be switched on and ready for anything that can happen, and that's what I try to do.
So we had the legend Rachel Brown-Finnis on the show, and she had such nice things to say about you. She said that your focus was incredible, your technical ability. I even said, if you got any advice for Mary, and she said that she couldn't give you any. So how does it feel to get such high praise from a Lionesses legend?
Yeah, I'll pay her later. That's we didn't quite agree on those formal words, but she's done a worldie there. No, it's obviously great, and Brownie was someone who I felt took me under her wing a little bit as I was coming through, and so it's obviously incredible to hear those things, and as I say, I'll pay her later.
Now Lucy's got in touch on Instagram. She wants to know, when did you first try goalkeeping and why?
I first tried goalkeeping in my first game. I think it's one of those things, you get into football, you're kind of running around a bit like headless chicken, or I definitely was, and we were taking rotations in goal. My turn to go in goal. I think it was my very first game. I don't know how many minutes it was, maybe 10 minutes here and there. And it started off kind of not the way I wanted it to. Cartwheeling around, a bit bored.
I was literally going to bring this up. I did the same when I was younger. And that's where my football career stopped. So cartwheels, yours continued though.
Yeah, so just cartwheeling around. I was saying, my dad was standing next to the goal. I said, Dad, I don't want to be here. I want to be where the ball is. The ball's all the way up there. And he said, no, it's your turn, right? You're in goal. It is what it is. I'm in goal. Penalty comes. I save the penalty, and my dad, typical dad, goes, "See, if one of the other girls was in goal, they wouldn't have saved that." And that was it. That was my moment where I felt like this is where I was supposed to be, diving around in the mud, helping the team. So
we've had lots of questions come in for you, Mary. Abby wanted us to ask you, what is your favourite thing about playing in a tournament aside from the football?
Oh, tough. Yeah, I think the biggest thing that stands out is the football. It's once every 4 years that it comes along, and to represent your country at this level, like the elite of the elite, the creme de la creme, playing with and against the best players in the world, I think that's hard to top. But outside of the football, I'll answer the question. I think just making memories, getting to travel the world, make memories with incredible people who, I think for the most part, Joe, you'll understand, when you come away with a group of people, you'll have memories for life, good, bad, ugly, it brings you together, and it's a bond that you'll have forever, and that you'll always have something to talk about when you see them in years to come. So yeah, traveling the world, getting to see incredible places, experience incredible things like we've done out here.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing to hear, and obviously you're creating memories for everyone back home as well. I just want to go 10,500 miles back home, because here on Lionesses Down Under, we like to keep our players connected with what's going on back in England. And since you've flown to Australia, have a look at this, because you've been plastered all over a wall in Manchester. It's actually part of a Sky Sports campaign for the WSL season that starts in October. I mean, look at that. How does it feel to be the face of Manchester?
Kyle, is that your house?
I think so. Yeah. I let them put it on to.
It must be. No one else would allow me to allow a massive picture of my face on their side of their house. No, that's incredible. I've had a few people message me with pictures, and it's a bit mad, really, but. Yeah, fantastic piece of art as well. And I love the fact that it says chest on my chest. I don't know if that was deliberate.
We pointed that out in rehearsals before. We said, I wonder if that's intentional or not. Yeah,
it's what is that, artistic something or other? I don't know much about art, so.
We don't rehearse, Kyle. This is all natural.
Of course. Yeah.
Mary, I just wanted to say your journey is so inspirational, and I wanted to know was there a turning point where you felt like things started to go right, or was it a case of just trusting the process and trusting in that day-to-day training because you knew what your goal was going to be?
I think it's a hard thing to pinpoint like an exact moment in time. I think there was definitely a space of 2 years where it definitely wasn't going so great. And to be honest, people always say to me, like, what happened? What made it improve so much? And the honest answer is I just don't know. I think it was a lot of different things all coming together at the same time. A lot of obstacles, shall we say, in a time where the world was suffering as well with COVID, and I was very much on my own, and I had to figure it out by myself. So yeah, I'm a big believer in, these things are a big part of your character, and they're a big part of your journey and your story. And I'm just really grateful to be in the position I'm in now, and I can look back and know that, the heartache and the blood, sweat and tears was worth it.
So inspirational.
Yeah, it really is. And people have been getting in touch with us, all right. We've had a lovely comment coming from Camille on Insta, which applies to both of you, actually. All right, so I wanted to share this. It says, "You made me dream and prove that as a woman, I can do and be everything I want. Thank you." I mean, you must have seen so many lovely messages, obviously the success, but you know that you're inspiring people with your journey as well, because it's not always the ups, sometimes there is the downs, but you've come through that.
Yeah, I feel like, I know it's probably a bit of a cliche, but that really, I don't know, it just really hits home. I think to know that you can have an impact, a positive impact on people all over the world. And I think we all want to leave a legacy. We all want to leave the game, but also the world in a better place. And I think we often focus on football and talk about, I want to be a fantastic footballer, I want to be this, I want to be that. But at the end of the day, it's about who you are as a person and who you are as a human being, and the impact that you can have on others, and inspire as many people as possible. So yeah, it does mean a great deal to me.
And we had Alessia Russo on the show yesterday, and we got her to ask you a question.
Right.
I think you might be a little bit surprised by this one.
Hi Mary, my question for you is, how many elements are there on the periodic table?
Is she having a giraffe or what?
I mean, difficult one.
How many elements on the periodic table? Do you know?
I don't think I do know. I want to say 52, but I feel like that's a deck of cards or something. I don't know. 96.
Oh, the answer is 118. That wasn't too
That wasn't
far
bad,
away.
you know. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I think that was a lot better than what she would have guessed, put it that way. So
I told
stitched me up
a
there.
chemistry joke once, but there was no reaction. Like that. Just like that.
There you go.
We move on.
Right, let's move on. Anyway, okay, because away from football, we hear you have a nickname. We used it at the beginning of the show. The TikTok Queen.
Yep.
I was checking, obviously, going through your TikTok.
gotta check
Always
whether
on
it's
the
true.
For You page. They're always coming up. I really enjoy them, okay? Here's a couple of them that you've actually done lately. Let's have a look at these.
Oh, let's have a look.
Oh, okay. Right, talk
yeah.
us through this. We've not got the sound on.
My
but-
favourite part of this is the shoulder bump that's coming in a minute, which just shows you what it's like to go for a 50 with Millie Bright. Get knocked off the ball. Yeah.
I mean, you take it very serious.
You know, we've got a high standard. The TikTok Queen has a high standard. We can't be...
This is my favourite. Look at this.
That is so funny.
Millie slammed me into that wardrobe.
That is incredible,
That was
by
amazing.
the way.
That was one of the off-pitch highlights, the best thing we've done so far.
Oh, that does look
Unreal.
incredible. Does the TikTok dances kind of help you take away the stresses of football sometimes? You know, just having a laugh and stuff like that?
I feel like as footballers, there's always this perception that, like, you know, life is really serious and it's high pressure, and it is, and it's true. But I feel like, you know, women's football especially has a really special opportunity to show our off-pitch personas a little bit, you know, because we do live a very different lifestyle to some things that are portrayed in the media.
And it's not just yourself, because you've somehow managed to get other team members involved in all the TikTok escapades, all right? Who's the worst? Who doesn't want to do it? Who's the worst at dancing?
I don't know about the worst at dancing.
Oh, come on. There's got to be
And,
some.
I mean, there are some very questionable move and shake. I did say hempo. I got asked this the other day, and I did say hempo, and then she was mildly offended, so I can't say hempo anymore. But no, I think there's a group of people that like to get on it, like to have a bit of a dance. I think the TikTok dancers take a bit of a backseat when you come into tournament. It's more about documenting the journey and memories along the way, like the coffee machine or the football and things like that. But yeah, definitely in our downtime, kind of through the course of the season. There's
noticed-
many people on the waiting list. I'll tell you that.
I noticed you didn't actually give a name there. Very smart.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well,
you went
because
around
people
it,
start
okay.
crying. And we can't be doing that. We've got a game tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? I need to keep the confidence high.
Well, I had Katie Zellum on the show last week. She established herself as the DJ of the group. So
Yeah.
Grace has got in touch on Insta. We had so many questions for you, Mary. Honestly, so many questions. But she wanted to know, what do you have on your pre-match playlist? Can you reveal one tune?
Yeah, I have my own playlist. I have a lot of NF.
Oh, okay.
He's like one of my favourite rappers. So.
Oh, right.
Do you know who that is?
There's an
No.
insight.
I'm trying to... No, I thought I was cool as well. Right, okay, this shows how cool I actually am. Now, we know that Serena likes a bit of Burna Boy. Yeah. I mean, we heard about that and everyone's talking about it. But we've also been told that one of the big sing-along songs is Foundations by Kate Nash. What a tune, by the way. Talk to us about that. When did that one come about?
I don't really know when it started because I always like to have my headphones in, but I know the girls love it.
Yeah, the girls do love it. And I am so pleased to say that we are joined by Kate Nash.
Oh my gosh!
Right now, here we go.
Hi, Kate. I heard that you had a gig last night, so I wanted to know, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, so good. What a legend.
I know, we're all good. We're great here in Australia. Now, we know that you're a huge Lionesses fan. We've got a picture, actually, of you here watching the Finalissima. What does it feel like to know that your song is the one that's getting the players ready before the games? We've had Jill singing it all day as well. She's been practicing. How does that feel?
Oh no, it's an amazing feeling. I'm Mary. You might want to take your headphones out for the next bus ride.
Yeah, you've picked the wrong person, haven't you?
Yeah.
She has got it on her playlist, though, when she's got her headphones in.
Yeah, I'm just so it's so inspiring. I grew up like going to England matches with my dad, so to be able to watch like the Lionesses at Wembley is absolutely amazing for me.
Do you play football when you're not performing, Kate? Are you good? Have you got any skills?
I've no football skills. I feel like if I don't think I can play football at all, really.
A bit like
It's
you,
all
Kyle.
about
Yeah, just like me, all right. There's nothing to be ashamed of in that. Well, Mary, Kate has actually told us that she'd like to play a gig just for the Lionesses.
Lovely
Maybe
stuff.
a +1 for me as well, so I can sing my heart out. Are you enjoying the tournament? Surely you are. You got your England shirt on there as well. Talk to me about England's performances.
I've got my scarf, my World Cup scarf actually from Baller FC. They make this amazing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice. Okay, Katie
Those
down.
colours are really nice.
The atmosphere is just so it's so thrilling. Like the game the other day was so it was just such a great game, and it's such an incredible atmosphere in the watch party. Like everyone's so excited, and I think there's so much pride. And for me personally, like when I went to Wembley and I was getting the tube up there, and just seeing all these little kids, going to watch women's football, and it being they're going to grow up with this amount of support being completely normal. And it makes me feel really emotional because it just, wasn't like that, of course, for us growing up. So I think it's a really exciting time for football, and I'm nervous and excited for the match. But I think that I've got so much confidence because we've got such amazing players. It's so cool to have such a strong team of really skilled players, and also really great role models and people as well. Said with no pressure, because I know being a role model can feel like a forced upon you thing and come with pressure. But I think that you're all just such an inspirational team for the country to get behind, and I feel really proud.
Oh, Kate, you need to come and give the girls a team talk. I've got goosebumps here. Where will you be watching the Lionesses game? I know it's going to be an early start in the UK.
Yeah, so I'm at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival this year, so with a show called The Retreat. It's a comedy show, and I'm going to just find I'm going to actually Google on the train up there want to find a good atmosphere to watch it in. But I think Edinburgh Fringe will have some pretty good vibes, so I'm not worried.
Yeah.
But Baller FC in London, if anybody needs a place to go, it's a really inclusive, friendly atmosphere, and it's I really recommend checking out Baller FC.
Brilliant.
Amazing, Kate. Well, honestly, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy. Good luck in Edinburgh as well. It might not be as sunny as Australia, but I'm sure you'll have fun there. And thank you for joining us on Lionesses Down Under.
Thanks, Kate.
Thanks, Kate. Bye.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Right, well, it's not just all about incredible guests, okay, here on Lionesses Down Under. It's also about the people at home that are watching. People have been getting in touch, #Lionesses Down Under, with all your messages, all your questions as well. Jill, tell me, I've seen them. There's been so many coming in for Mary.
I think these are all your TikTok fans, your football fans, so I need to go through them quick. Sarah wants to know, if you could create your own donut, what flavour would it be?
Ooh. Donut. Probably, I like a vanilla custard, actually. Oh. With anything with it inside.
Yeah.
Just,
I've not had one of those in years.
That's a good shout.
That's a great
Reminds
shout.
us of Greg's back in the day. William Wright wants to ask you, who in the squad would be a good stand-up comedian?
Nah, there'd be a lot of tumbleweed from our squad. We ain't got that. We ain't got it. I'm telling you, there's no one.
We actually said maybe you.
I did that, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think you could do good 10, 15 minutes, get the crowd going.
I'd give it no, I wouldn't give it a bash. That's how embarrassing. If you just stand up there and it's just dead out. No, I honestly don't think anyone's that funny in the team.
Okay, I love the honesty from Mary. This is why Mary is so good.
I know, yeah, brilliant. I love that. Yeah.
Amelia Silver wants to know, what position would you play if you weren't a goalkeeper?
We always laugh about this, me and the girls. I mean, I'd have a go at right wing. Or if I could put a plan in place where, I have a lot of time and space.
Yeah.
Then I could play that holding midfield role. But if you're putting me in there and it's tight and I need to do it, I can't be doing a Kira Walsh, but
You've
time
really
and
thought
space.
about this, haven't you?
Yeah, time and space, absolutely. Put me in there and I'll just play a few passes. But other than that, I think it's best that I stick to what I know. Keep me in net.
I would have you in my outfield team.
Oh, thanks, John.
So Mia Cox asks, what is the most difficult part of goalkeeping to learn?
I think the hardest thing to develop is a really resilient mentality.
Yeah.
And I think that that is probably the most important skill that you can learn. You know, feeling a bit alone, a bit misunderstood, that's where you spend most of your time in that kind of world.
Yeah.
But yeah, resilient mentality.
And here's one from Josh. What is your favourite save that you've made for England? Oh, it's been so many, Mary. So many.
I think there's a few that I like, but I feel like it's hard when they're meaningful. So I think one of my favourite ones was the one in the semi-final of the Euros against Sweden. That was a lot of fun, the tip over the bar.
Yeah.
There was one against Germany which I sort of got a fingertip on and it hit the post and kind of bounced out, and then I managed to collect the ball after that. But yeah, no, I'd probably say the Sweden one. That's probably my favourite.
There's too many.
I know, yeah, I was going to say.
It's just they mean such different things. Like, that's why it's so hard to pick.
Great answer. Right, well, not only have people been getting in touch online, we've also had some video submissions from fans as well. We picked out one of our favourites. Let's see what they had to ask you.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm from Grays. I'm also a goalkeeper. My question is for Mary Earps. What is going through your mind before you step on the pitch? Good luck.
Oh, hi, Emily. So, great question. I would say I'm mostly just thinking about the task ahead. So I've got some objectives in mind that I'm trying to come out with. But it's mostly just really tunnel vision about what's ahead of me. And normally just like in 5-minute chunks kind of thing. So when I'm walking out, I'm thinking about what the game could bring, what job I need to do. And then I'm just thinking about, right, I'm in the zone, let's do it.
And I love this question. I actually really want to know the answer. So Ella wants to know, when is a good time to wash my gloves? After every training or monthly, because they stink.
Yeah.
They do stink,
They
don't
do
they?
proper stink.
They stink.
Proper. Now, this is a bit of a question with privilege, really, because I'm in a privileged position where I don't have to get gloves once every 6 months and whatever. But when I was a kid, and gloves are expensive. They're hard to come by. You got to take care of them.
The proper ones as well.
Yeah, the proper ones. You know, you were only getting them once a year, and they were going to have to last you. So, I would always just. It's a weird one. It's up to you as an individual, but mine, it would be like I'd have a feeling on my gloves if there was too much dirt and stuff in them. That's when I would wash them. So in the summer, I could get away with washing them a little bit less. But yeah, in the winter, I think you wash them a lot more frequently. There was probably a time in winter where I'm washing them after every training session. Oh. The hardest part about gloves is drying them, though. You wash them and you're rinsing them and you're giving it a good on the old material, and then you're hanging them off the washing line on the strap. Oh. But then your mum's telling you off because there's a puddle under the glove on the floor. You can't put them on the carpet, obviously.
Oh.
That's why I wasn't a goalkeeper. That's really
the maintenance.
Well, I have to say a big thank you, because you did give my nephew Dexter some goalkeeper gloves signed after the Euros, and he has them in pride of place in his bedroom. So thank you for inspiring my nephew to play in goal.
That's amazing. Right, we've got another random question for you, but it's not from myself or Jill.
Okay.
So you can't blame us.
I know, it's actually from your teammates, okay?
Oh, can't wait.
We've got them to
That'll be even worse.
Anonymous questions. You won't know who it's from, so you can pick any. We've got Serena in there as well, so Serena's asked a question. Open it up, read it out for us. What does it say?
Which emoji do you use the most?
Oh, here we go.
I feel like it's got to be the laughing faces.
If you don't have the laughing faces, number one.
I'm wondering who you're talking to.
Exactly.
You need a new circle. So you're not about to test me, are you, again? Something.
We've got a little game.
Just a little one.
It's only the tower.
Yeah,
it's
it
over
is.
there.
Right.
But we'll get to that in a moment, because we need to recap yesterday's episode, all right? Alessia Russo was on the show. She went for glory, but the tower, it wasn't having it. Let's take a look at this. Right, so she's going there. 1 second. Oh. Look at that disappointment, and I look off camera.
What is that face, Carl?
I mean, that face was...
Wait for it, Mary. This needs an explanation.
I got a telling off, so I actually prepared a short statement that I just want to read.
A short statement,
please.
okay.
Yeah, thank you. At this point, I'd like to issue a public apology to Alessia Russo. This is a statement that's been prepared by my team. Alessia, I am very sorry for encouraging you to take that last block, which led to the tower tumbling. I do hope that you can accept my sincere apologies, especially after the look you gave me off camera. It's one that I won't forget for a while.
Right.
Thank you.
Well, whilst we get Mary in the zone for this, here's a recap of how the Lionesses have done previously.
Right, let's get 30 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1, go! We've not made it easy. Come on.
Right, you need to go quick.
Quicker, come
You need
on.
to go quick.
Right, you've
I'm
got half.
trying. You've got to go quick.
Jill, I'm trying.
It's
Go
moving, it's going to tumble. Go for a different one.
Okay, is that 2 gold?
That's
It
2
is
gold.
2 gold. I know you're laid back, but you can't be now. Okay, all right, 10 points, all right. Get some
on,
golden
Nick.
ones. There we
Oh
go.
my God,
2
go
at
on,
a time. Wow. 10 seconds. Can you? Oh, this one there. Get it up.
come on.
3, 2. Get one.
Lauren.
Quick.
Go on, LJ.
This one here. 2. Oh, get them up.
113
Neve
seconds.
Charles.
So, the rules are simple. You build the tower as high as you can using 2 blocks, okay, like this. If you get the gold ones, they're worth 10 points.
Go for them.
Go for them.
Oh,
If
I
you
like
want to
this.
stop
Already
at any
studying.
point, you can
God, there's
say
not a big
freeze.
differentiation between normal and gold.
Oh, come on.
Who's had the Sharpie on that?
I
That is
was
terrible.
hating that. I was up all night making sure that they were gold. Oh, I can't do anything right in this show, can
Yeah,
I?
I
Right,
think
let's
we
have a
need
look
to
at the
have
leaderboard
words.
very quickly because, as you can see, Neve Charles is at the top, 113 centimetres. She built it high, 45 points. Looking at that, think you could beat, I mean, Alessia got 51 because she tumbled the tower.
Hang on a minute. So where's the measuring point from?
So,
Well,
from
wherever
where you build and then I'll measure
The whole thing.
using this stick.
Hang on, let me have a look at the old
Oh,
You
here
can
we
tell
go.
she's a
Here we
goalkeeper.
go.
stick. Let me look at the stick. I need to just check the legitimacy of this.
All right.
Okay. So with
So you've
everyone
got
that you
113.
build,
Neve's got up here.
Yes, so you got to be quick. She was doing 2 at a time.
so it goes up in
Jesus.
4 centimetres, okay?
Right, so you try not to knock it over and
Yeah.
build it as high as you can.
And as many points as you can, 2 at a time. Not much to ask from you. Is that all right?
Let's just give her a minute.
All right.
Yeah, give us a minute. Let me just get my head
You
around
want to
this.
test any of them? Just
What
feel
does
like-
this one mean with the...
No, that's just, I left the sticker on. I left the sticker on that one, all right, mate? Come on, don't
Wait
give
a
away all our
minute.
secrets, okay? Right, let's
Right,
get
are you
30
ready?
seconds
I'm taking my earpiece
on
out.
the clock.
Okay.
That's all right. She means business. Please watch your head on this, all right? Okay.
Yeah,
watch
don't
that,
stab
all
me.
right? Right,
I'm not
30
sure how I feel
seconds
about
on the
this.
clock. Jill, are we ready?
Right.
3, 2, 1, go!
Come on, Mary.
Oh, straight in there.
Neve
Okay,
did
need
take
some
2
gold.
at a time.
Oh, God, what do you do
Yeah,
with
we've not
these?
made it easy. We've not made it easy.
Oh, God, they're like stuck to one another.
You can get the side ones as
Go
well.
on, look for the loose ones.
go,
Okay,
there
you
you
took 2
go.
from that side. Remember, you need to be quick. We've already had 10 seconds.
Kyle, I'm not
There you go,
appreciating
this
your
way.
commentary.
I'm sorry. No, you don't need to do 2. I'm going to shut
like
up. I'm
this
going to get in
way.
trouble again. I can't issue any more apologies.
way.
Right, here we go. You've got 10 points.
Well done.
10 points. It's all about height. It's all about height.
Yeah,
What are
you
going for?
keep saying that, Kyle, but
5,
it's-
4, 3. Get one more. Get one more. Just pull it.
1. Yes, you got that.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
generous,
We'll
but...
give her that.
Were
give
they
you that.
were they super glued?
We'll give. Oh, it's my
Just like
handiwork.
your goalkeeper gloves.
Right. Okay.
Oh, hang on, no, wait there.
Oh.
That's about right, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, it doesn't count
So
because it's not full.
105 is the height.
It's such a boring score in it because that's what everyone's got.
What was the point?
Okay, just jump in for us. Come into the
Right.
middle. Yeah, 5, 10,
Can I kick it over now?
15. I'm so
on.
scared right now.
How many points was it?
It was 15. Whatever Mary wants, Mary can have. All right, I don't mind. Okay. This is. I don't know.
That was
what's
the best part of the whole show.
There we go.
I'm glad you've had such a good time.
Great time,
I
everyone.
think you've been fan-dabby-dozy.
Oh, it's hot under these lights.
Right, on that note, that's your lot for Lionesses Down Under,
Oh.
connected by EE. A huge thank you to Mary Earps. Everyone in the studio, round of applause. Thank you, Mary.
So we had Kelly Holmes yesterday. We've had Kate Nash today. I need a day off tomorrow, Kyle.
I think we deserve it.
Yeah, I think we do.
I think so. I mean, the game is happening, so we'll let these guys take over. We'll be back to react to all of that. But Mary, you've been amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. Did you enjoy it?
That part was great.
Just that part.
That specific part was my favourite.
All right. All that's left to say, Jill.
Is
Come on, England!
Kyle.
That doesn't move.